I know that there's been some controversy around Sabrina Carpenter and whether she's using auto-tuning things or vocal processing when she's doing live performing between her and her audience. And I don't want to get into all of that, and I don't have to because I found a recording that I guarantee is an exact representation of her live vocals. I clicked on it a little bit just to watch a couple seconds of it, and it sounded 100% to me like she's just sitting there with a microphone singing the song. And I can't wait to listen to it because I want to hear her real vocals. I know that she's a great singer, and I haven't heard like the pure raw vocals of her yet. My name's Tim. I'm a professional vocal instructor. I've been doing this for the last 24 years. I've got an amazing team of teachers that teach with me here outside of the Manhattan tri-state area. Here's my website. Subscribe, click the notification to stay up to date on my latest coming stuff. All right, let's dive right in. Let's listen to Sabrina. Then I'm going to go back and break down what I hear her doing from a vocal technical standpoint that makes her sound the way that she sounds so that you can love her even more. All right, here we go.
Well, I can't relate to desperation. Might give a fuck. Are on vacation, and I got this one boy, and he won't stop calling. When they act this way, I know I got him. Too bad your ex don't do it for you. Walked in and drinking true for you. Soft skin and not perfume for you. Hey, I know a Mountain Dew for you. That morning coffee brewed for you. One touch and all brand new for you. And now he's thinking about me every night. Oh, is it that sweet I guess so? Say you can't sleep, baby, I know that's that me espresso. Move it up, down, left, right, oh, switch it up like Nintendo. Say you can't sleep, baby, I know that's that me espresso. Oh shit. Well, I'm working late, cause I'm a singer. Oh, you look so cute, wrapped around my finger, and my twisted humor, make it laugh so often, and my honeybee, come and get this pollen. Well, too bad your ex don't do it for you. Walked in and drinking chewed for you. Soft skin and not perfume for you. I know a Mountain Dew for you. That morning coffee brewed for you. One touch and not brand new for you. And now he's thinking about me every night. Oh, is it that sweet I guess so? Say you can't sleep, baby, I know that's that me espresso. Move it up, down, left, right, oh, switch it up like Nintendo. Say you can't sleep, baby, I know. Thinking about me every night. Oh, is it that sweet I guess so?
Yeah.
Say you can't sleep, baby, I know. Hey, and we move it up, down, left, right, oh, switch it up like Nintendo. Oh, say you can't sleep, baby, I know that's that me espresso. Oh, is it that sweet? I guess so. That's that me espresso.
All right, that was great. Sabrina Carpenter. Definitely a live vocal and a live capture. That was really, really good. Her overall tone is just so accessible. Like the way that she sings is, it's just super easy to listen to. She's got the right balance of airflow allowance through the tone, the right balance of squeeze, giving it that huskiness, the right amount of little scratchy sounds here and there, the right amount of bringing her brassiness into her tone when she wants to. Her pitch accuracy is on point. I loved what she was doing there in the tail end of that. It was really fun to hear her stepping into her chest voice and doing some little improvisational riffing type of stuff. I'm going to go back and I'm going to break down some of those tones we heard in the beginning, what she's doing vocally. Then we're going to get to that ending part and talk about some of that stuff at the end. All right, let's go back now.
Well, I can't relate to desperation.
Hear the consistency of in her tone. That's called auditory roughness in the world of voice pedagogy, and that tone is what America and the world loves right now. It's this minimal, this micro sound. We've got it from Billie Eilish, we've got it from Lana Del Rey, we've got it from so many artists. Nessa Barrett's doing it now too. This little husky, warm, little scratchy tone. It's super, super cool, and she's so good at it. But it's not just pure breath. There's a little bit of that scratch into the tone. It's got this warm, sort of lo-fi, sexy, scratchy sound. She's so good at that sound. Also, notice how she's sliding here. Got this one boy. That's a little throwback jazzy stuff. And guess who I think of the pioneer in the world of contemporary commercial music is for that sound? Lana Del Rey. She does that. She kind of brought that throwback jazzy sound into the world. Billie Eilish does it. Sabrina Carpenter's doing it a little bit here. There's lots of other artists that are doing it too. Hear that slide there? For ya? She does that. There's some other artists that do that too. That's like a nice little pop thing that's been emerging. This little for ya. It's like a little cute pop style thing there. I like that.
Hey, I know.
Hear that little creaky there? Hey, that is how you put grit on the voice. So she's doing that tastefully here and there throughout the song. Little more chest voicey here. And now he's thinking about me every night. Oh, is it that sweet like this? So say you can't sleep, baby, I know. Getting a little brassier, a little more. She's changing her tone, bringing a little bit of that brass element into her sound. She's just thickening the chords. They're getting a little more closed. That's that Espresso. Move it up, down, left, right, oh. Switch it up like Nintendo. Say you can't sleep, baby, I know. That's that Espresso. So this song's not that much of like a vocally show-offy type of a song. This is more of a groove. This is more of a vibe type of a song. And she is just so good at painting this sort of chill, come hang out with me type of a vibe. Let's spend some time together. It's really, she's so good at this. Oh, shit. Well, I'm working late. That little jazz affectation there, working late, is an interesting one. It's a very much a throwback to like Ella Fitzgerald, Billie Holiday, Sarah Vaughan, that time in jazz. That little thing is, believe it or not, it's much harder to do than you think. Working late. Because really you'd think it's working late. And so you say, okay, what are you doing? So going working. And then you start late on the note that you're on and then slide down. Working late. That's basically what you're doing to do that little affectation. And that's a throwback jazz thing to do. And it's kind of hard to do because most people working late, they don't want to do that little thing like that. And she's doing it in such a cool, cute way. It's really, really good. Because I'm a singer. Here. Listen. Well, I'm working late. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Working late. Try that. If you're a singer at home, try that. Working late. Try to go down like that. It's harder than you think. I'm a singer. Oh, you look so cute. Wrapped around my finger and my twisted humor. Make you laugh so often. And my honeybee. Come and get this pollen. Well, too bad your ex don't do it for you. Now we're getting a little more energy in her singing. Notice, like the beginning of this, she's a little more slidey like a jazz singer, and toward the end, she starts getting a little more angular in her singing like an R&B pop soul singer. Pretty cool, huh? Walked in and drinking judo for you. Soft skin and hot perfume for you. Here we go, brassy. I know Mountain Dew for you. That morning coffee brewed for you. Coffee. I like her little scoops up like that. So good. Yeah. I know Mountain Dew for you. That morning coffee brewed for you.
touching all brand new to feel. And now he's thinking about me every night. Oh, is it that sweet like this? So say you can't sleep, baby, I know that's that me espresso. Move it up, down, left, right, oh, switch it up like Nintendo. Say you can't sleep, baby, I know. Thinking about me every night. Oh, is it that sweet like this? So say you can't sleep, baby, I know. And we move it up, down, left, right, oh, switch it up like Nintendo. Oh, say you can't sleep, baby, I know that's that me espresso.
Oh, I love that little part. Let's go back and listen to that. I really like this brassy side of her voice. If there are some other songs where she's really like letting it rip and she's brassy and soulful and digging into her voice in like a live context like this, please send it to me. I'd love to react to that. I'm craving to hear a little bit more of that sound. Let's go back and hear that. She definitely has some riffs going on in her voice. She's got the brass element there, but she's not letting us see that much of it here. It's just like a little bit of a tease of it. It's so good.
Soft skin and not perfume for you.
She's got a really tight, fast vibrato. That's one of the secret ingredients to being able to riff really fast. If I have a student who has a really fast vibrato, I know I can get them doing some crazy riffs because it's kind of the similar twitch muscles. Vibrato, when you do vibrato, your vocal cords are going whoa, 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 6 to 8 times a second for women, 4 to 6 times a second for men. And there's just a little bit of a slight movement to the larynx when you do that, and it's the same kind of mechanics and configuration when you're riffing quickly. It's just like a little shifting of the larynx really fast. She's got a fast vibrato. I would love to hear her like do some crazy super fast riffing type of songs because she has the facility for that coordination. I can hear it in there.
I know I can do for you.
What's interesting about this song is it's kind of got a fusion of this like sliding jazzy stuff like the Lana Del Rey throwback to the jazz stuff, but then she's got this little R&B angularness to her voice and the way that she's finishing the song out. You can hear it start to move in that way. No doubt she does some singing in that way as well. I don't really know her library admittedly very well, so I'm open to recommendations about her where you as fans of her are super impressed with the things she's doing vocally. I like to react to stuff like that.
That morning coffee brewed for you, one touch and all brand new to feel.
I like that.
And now he's thinking about me every night. Oh, is it that sweet like this? So say you can't sleep, baby.
She's so natural and comfortable with her voice and comfortable on stage. I really like this performance. You just get a sense of her vibe, and she's just so easygoing and so chill, and this is really good.
I know that's that me espresso. Move it up, down, left, right, oh, switch it up like Nintendo. Say you can't sleep, baby, I know.
See? She's getting more angular in her movements. Notice it's not croony and slidey like a jazz singer right there. Listen back for that little detail. See, that's definitely not a throwback jazz thing right there. Same here, not a throwback jazz thing. It's like a pop with a little flavor of some R&B-ish type of vibes in that sound right there. I like what she's doing here, changing up the melody here. It's very tasteful. It's very cool. It's not going too far out of the boundaries of this sort of chill, vibey type of a song. Very, very mature artistry there. She's really clean. Absolutely clean. Immaculate singing. Pitch accuracy, 10 out of 10.
That's the me espresso.
There's no doubt in my mind that this was absolutely performed live. There's no like vocal effects processing between our ears and her singing. 100%. This is how Sabrina Carpenter sounds. This is the real deal. She's great. She's great. I'm so excited to watch her over the next coming years and how she's going to do some of the stuff that Billie Eilish is doing right now, where she's starting to evolve and mature and step out and show more and more sides of herself. I can see that that's going to happen with Sabrina Carpenter. She has all this talent, all this stuff in there. And, you know, again, I'm not going to get into all of the whether she's using vocal effects processing stuff or not in her live singing. And I'm not one to judge it because we're all doing what we're doing and this is art. There's no right and wrong. There's just what people want to hear. And the truth is if her fans don't care that she's doing that sometimes, then what's there to criticize? This is art. I just, as a vocal reactor and vocal breakdowner person, I like to break down the most pure vocals, the raw ones, the ones that it's just a human being using their voice, and we can kind of study that together and figure out what they're doing to make their sound the way it is. So that's really what I'm most passionate about. So any recordings of her or any artist that you really think there's a fascinating vocal there to break down, send it to me because I love to break vocals down. This is literally my life's work. I've been doing this for so long, and I somehow still enjoy doing it. So I'm going to keep going on it. So sending love to you all. Subscribe, click the little notification to stay up to date if you like this video, and I will see you soon. Cheers.